Hello there, and welcome to my 21 cents. I'm Judy. Now, I hope I have my eyes pointed in the right direction this time. If not, I apologize. I have to keep experimenting. Anyway, today I will start off with what I'm drinking. Now, I live in a place where there is hard water, and the hard water has totally obliterated a couple of my coffee pots because despite trying to clean them with vinegar and all kinds of things that are supposed to help clean hard water off of surfaces and pots and pans and all that, the little tubes keep getting filled up with the lime deposits and the coffee pot's no good. So I do have a coffee pot. Once in a while I brew up a cup or two of coffee, but I have to use bottled water. So my regular drink is instant. My current favorite is this one, Hazelnut Taster's Choice, which comes in single-serve packets. It's at Walmart, about 16 single-serve packets for a little less than $3. And I sweeten it with stevia. This is actually a combination of erythritol and stevia. It doesn't appear to have anything like maltitol or sugar in it or any kind of dextrose. So it's good. And I use this kind of milk, almond milk. It's the vanilla kind, unsweetened, 30 calories per serving. And each serving is, I believe, 1 cup. Yes, 30 calories a cup. I don't go anywhere near having a cup in each cup of coffee. So I'm getting a relatively low-calorie, low-carb coffee in this plain little cup that has no decoration in it whatsoever. Now, was that boring? Probably. But anyway, let's move on. This past week, I received another wonderful order of stitch markers from Rose. Rose likes crochet. I have these little roses. Dolphins. And my very favorite of the three, toucans. Now I am allergic to nickel and things like that that are in non-hypoallergenic ear wires, but I am tempted, so tempted, to swap these out for hypoallergenic ear wires. I do have the tools and the wires, and I thought that I would make jewelry at some point in time, but that's one of my hobbies that's kind of gone to the back burner until I've finished everything else I'm doing, which may never happen. So, I have finished a few things, and I want to show you my basket that I made with the 3 strands of yarn and the K-hook. I forgot to bring that into the room. I'll be right back. Here it is. It ended up being about 17 inches from one side to the other and 12 inches high. It only took me a couple days to make. It was very quick and great for stash busting for my worsted weight yarns. So I did use some big twist yarns in here, and I expect that because I use other yarns that it won't be any problem machine washing and leaving it somewhere to dry. It won't be that hard. I won't have to lay it flat or anything like that. I also have this other project that I cut short because, number one, I made an error. It was knitted. I used Lion brand landscape yarn in the colorway Tropics, and I knitted it, but somewhere along the way I dropped a stitch, tried to regain it. I did regain it, but it got off center. So it's flawed. I'm not going to be able to give it away now. I guess I'm going to have to keep it for myself, which was not my original plan, but I do have 2 more skeins of it, and I'll probably make a hat out of that. But it ended up being about 44 inches long and 20 inches down the middle. So that will be a rather large scarf to stick into a coat or something on these cold days. But today is a little bit colder than it was yesterday. Yesterday it was about 57 degrees at 2 p.m. We went out to play Pokemon Go, and that's the temperature that showed in my car. But today, this morning, it snowed. And I think we're going to have 60-degree temperatures again this coming week, say around Wednesday or Thursday. So you can never really trust the seasons anymore around here. And yesterday was Saturday. This is Sunday, February 13th. Yesterday I did ship off my latest donations to Rose for wings. And then I came home and got started on a very lightweight shawl for March. I'm using Mandala, which is a 3-weight yarn, in the colorway Niger or Liger. I think it's Liger, Liger. It's quite an interesting group of colors here. So I can't wait to see what it turns out. I'm using a pattern called the Friendship Pink Shawl by Flux, but I'm not using pink. There's no rule that you have to use pink. It's a very quick and easy pattern. And I wonder if there's something like what is too lightweight. This is very lightweight. Very, very lightweight. I am using a J hook, even though the hook suggested size for this yarn is an H 5.0. I'm using a J, which is a 6.0. I have also started working on another scrap buster project using my scrap buster multi-strand box. This time I'm using 5 strands and a Q hook. And I started out with 60 chain stitches with 1 for turning. I made a row. The first row was single crochet, and then a half double crochet row, and then after that I'm doing double crochet. With the 60 stitches, it measures about 55 inches long. I'm thinking of trying to figure out a way to just make panels and then somehow connect them together in a way that can be disconnected for washing, because my high-intensity HE washing machine does not like heavy, bulky items. And I can't imagine having to take it to the laundromat every time I want to wash it. So I'm thinking of coming up with something that's kind of like a shoestring to connect panels. We'll see how that goes. So I'm not going anywhere today because it's cold and the snow and ice are on my driveway. It's about 1 inch or 2. And looking forward to the next day of spring, which we'll have in a few days from now. Anyway, I can't think of anything else to share with you today, but I really appreciate you watching and commenting and subscribing. So please do those things if you'd like. And I'll talk to you soon.